Well, hello, everybody. Welcoming Crew Gamer, welcoming Daniel Sports Highlights. I'd say it that way. I just said I'd come on. I wasn't actually going to come on tonight at all, to be honest. So I timed in the live like pretty quick. So yeah. We wait for a few. Hey, great. How are you doing, lovely? Hey, all happy Saturday. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend so far. Yeah, it's pretty good. I won't lie, it's pretty alright, pretty alright. Can't bitch too much about it. A little bit boring, but I expect you get that when you're on your own, anyways. But that's just part of life. In my book, it really is. God, if I could write a book, it'd probably be a really damn good seller. If I was gonna put everything in there, you know what I mean? But who knows down the line, you know what I mean? You never know. You just don't know what's the next. You don't know what's around the corner, so to speak. And I believe that. So yeah, I did decide to come on live. I've been on for a few days. I like to take breaks, and when you catch me live, you catch me live, and that's the way it's going to be. I mean, I'm not going to be an everyday YouTuber, and I know it would be easier that way so my subscribers would know, well, yes, she's coming on at this time. That's very easy to do that because actually I did have that before. Um, but yeah, sometimes you need to take breaks. I mean, I would say a lot has been done to me on YouTube. you know, um, and people think that it can be all swept underneath the carpet when it really can't. So that's why I take breaks from YouTube. I really do. Because at the end of the day, they ain't living my life and I ain't living theirs. And I'm gonna fucking say it straight as it is, like, really am. I'm doing my own thing. I'm getting on with certain situations and you know, it's it's been well, I would say if I was gonna count anything, I would say the last 4 years of my life have been nothing but fucking hell. That's the best way of putting that. And I'm a very much true speaker, so excuse my language, but yeah, it's been hell. As and then I hear about all these other things coming out on YouTube, which is not surprising. And you gotta stick together. People gotta stick together and realize there's one good thing, that I don't know. I don't know. It's just really mind-boggling to me how people can tear each other down so much on a channel. You know what I mean? Especially on a channel. I mean, I always say to myself, it's like stepping out on a YouTube stage in my book. I mean, because I am that way. I've always been that way. Even when I was in real life, I mean, if I was told to go on stage, I would go on stage and do what I gotta do. Back in the day, that's gone way back in the day. But yeah, I'm not here to tear anyone down or do anything like that. Yes, I have heard Purple got her appendix out. It's not a big deal. It's done by keyhole surgery. I had it done in London, myself. Um, it's not a big deal. The scars are minimum. They're like, I mean, when they heal up, you can barely fucking even see them. So, I don't understand all the pettiness behind it all. I really don't. Maybe it's because I come from Europe. Maybe because I'm Irish. It's like lick your own wounds kind of situation. I guess. So yeah, I did have that done over here in the UK in the year 2011. And I do believe stress and all that shit can bring that on because I know what brought it on for me. Um, So it's not a big deal. I mean, that's keyhole surgery. I've been through two sections and so much surgeries and endometriosis surgeries, and I've been through the whole lot. So a little surgery like that to me is like, it doesn't matter. It genuinely don't matter to me. They put on these little sutures, and they're tiny, and they're one goes in the belly button, and there's like, I think, one at each side of your belly, and the other one a little bit down more. And it's not a fucking big deal. So I don't see the big deal about it, to be quite honest. I'm sorry, but maybe it's just the way I was brought up. I mean, you lick your wounds and you get on with it. That's what I think. But lovely to see you in here, great. It's lovely to see you in a cool gamer. Lovely to see everyone in here. I don't know where everyone's gone. There's only 19 people here now. There was a lot more a few minutes ago, but what can I say? You know, let's see when more people come in. If not, I will get off because really I couldn't be really fucked with the situation. I mean, with someone having surgery and letting on that they're dying when they're really not. I mean, seriously, my sentiment and my pity doesn't go very far. Not for a surgery, a minor surgery of such. That's to me is only a minor surgery, really. I mean, it's so minor left throughout the following fucking day. I mean, in the UK, they'll keep you in there a bit longer than that. As far as back I remember. So yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. I mean, the stitches are minute. This keyhole surgery is not a opened surgery, or where you might need blood, or it ain't like that. Especially when you come from a person who had two cesarean sections. That's 10 times worse. That is way worse. And I'm not being popular right now because I'm saying it. So that's why my numbers are dropping, because I'm not being popular. Because I'm saying it. I'm saying it as it is. I don't even think I rang my family when I had keyhole surgery. I mean, it was that stupid. You know what I mean? It was like appendix taken out. Big deal, right? That was in my. That's what I feel about it. And I just think that people may think, oh well, she's been on some. Well, she's not, like, No, I know what it's all about. I've fucking been there, done that, and wore that T-shirt. So yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm really. Hey Moko, how you doing, lovely? Sorry if I'm being unpopular right now for saying that. I think the purplish keyhole surgery is not a fucking big deal. Of course, the last time we were on here, we did have someone under a troll account coming in saying that Purple was going for surgery, and I asked the chat to put prayer hands in there. They said no, we don't take back prayers, and well, I leave my chat do what they want to do. I don't control them. They can say what they like. You know, it's just I can mention it, but at the end of the day, if they don't want to do it, that's not really on me. It really is not. Because their feelings were that you had someone come off life support over a year ago, and this bitch turned around and said, "Well, I take all my prayers back." I think life support is it's a bigger deal. Well, yeah, I know it's a big, I know, 110% it's a bigger deal. You either go on it and you come off it alive, or you don't. You come out, you don't come off it at all. Simple as, you know what I mean. But and I have listened to Dictum's live, and a lot of it kind of, about what's going on and stuff like that, and a lot of it I listen to the harassment stuff. Now, if we go back a couple of years, how many times was I harassed by Purple and I never intervened and all that. That's a very interesting bloody thing to know, actually, Dictum. Thank you very much. That is a very interesting thing to know. You harassed me for like 2 years, and I would not even challenge you back at that time. But it's very interesting to know what you can learn, right? You don't need to be a millionaire to go and fucking get someone to get a solicitor or a lawyer to tell them shut the fuck up. But and once again, defamation of character, right? It's defamation of character when her nightbots and they talk about me and they put all those drinks in the chat. That's defamation of character straight off. They have no proof that I am doing anything. You'd be surprised at the fact that I don't do a whole lot of what I have made out to be that kind of that kind of person. Have I ever come on here and act stupid? Yes, but to be painted that way is it's kind of disgusting. But once again, I rise above it. I guess it's the Irish in me. I just rise above it, and I just think, well, leave them think what they want because I know what I'm doing at the end of the day. I know what I'm suffering with. I know what I'm going through. They don't know. I don't talk about, my everyday life. I don't talk about what's going on in my life. I don't talk about any of it. You probably might notice that by now. Once upon a time, I probably did open up a bit more, but nowadays, no, not at all. Near that, nothing. Because I just think it's pointless because they're going to hold it against you. I mean, it's like when I came out and I first said I had COPD. She called me a liar. She said that I was lying. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Ray Ray was on the phone with me when I was in the fucking hospital, struggling to breathe. When the ICU came down and checked me for the second time. I mean, not COVID-19 related, but this was like Christmas time or something around that. I think it was Christmas or maybe it could have been after. I'm not 100% sure, but Ray Ray was calling me. I mean, on WhatsApp. And then for her to so long to say that, and I showed the inhalers online. Pearl Revere recognized them, strangely enough. I didn't think anyone would. No, I didn't want to own up that I had COPD at that time because I had people writing in my back chat, I hope you die from cancer. You know, so when you come out of hospital and you go on YouTube, you don't want to say anything at all. I mean, it's kind of, you're guarding yourself. Once again, you're guarding yourself from the bullshit. But I mean, Ray was my friend at that time, and she was on WhatsApp with me, and she did know that I was 110% in hospital, and she knew that I was very, very fucking ill. So yeah, and she knew what the doctors told me, and that wouldn't be the only people who heard the same story. So it is what it is. It's just the way YouTube wants to dress themselves up and put themselves out there, and they want to say what they want to say, and it's just to me, it's just horse. To me, it's horseshit. I mean, it really is. It really is. I'm not. I refuse to reform. To get in line with these people, cause I ain't gonna do it. They can say what they want. I've seen what they've done on another individual, and I think it's a fucking disgusting. But that's me just talking, right? Ray Ray, I'm a bit shocked on you, girl. I mean, you're an essay victim just like me, okay? And you spoke about a lady. Well, that's just. I think about that much. See, these are things I think about my mind when I'm watching someone else's life, and I think, well, hold on a minute. Why would you drag someone through the mud when you yourself are imperfect? That's the best word I could use. I mean, I use that word for myself, and I guess that's a really strong word to use, but I call myself imperfect. I definitely call myself imperfect. Because people not realize that, you know, there's reasons why I live by myself. Because I don't trust people. I don't want them around me. You know, is that a torture? Yeah, one in one hand, but is it safety? Yes, on and yes, 100%. In another way, that's why it all just kind of sometimes it implodes. You know what I mean? It really does. Everyone is deserving of having someone, but I don't believe that I am. I don't. I don't believe that I deserve anybody. I really don't. I'm so fixated on my son right now. It's unbelievable, and getting that certain things done so I can be more closer to him. Um, and I'm saying this at the age of 44. I mean, this has been going on for at least what? Hold on, at least 4 years. 4 years of my life I've lost. You know what I mean? I genuinely believe I've lost 4 years of my life. I was meant to go back to the Republic of Ireland to have a big 40th birthday. It never happened. You know why? It's not because there was a lack of fucking money. It's because COVID-19 was around. No one was allowed to fly anywhere. I never got to celebrate my 40th birthday at all. You know what I mean? I had I wanted to go back there and rent out a pub and do what the Irish do. You know what I mean? I never got to do any of that, and it's not because of there was a lack of finances, because that would be far from the truth. Um, it was because no one was allowed to fly because C-19 was around. Strangely enough, a couple years later, that thing nearly fucking took my life, but and then it all makes sense how I got so sick and the rest of the family members didn't get so sick is because I have COPD. And that's the God's honest truth. I mean, when I look at it now, I said, that makes sense. Yeah. Couldn't understand it at the time when it happened to me, but you know, I heard so many stories about, oh, well, because she's an alcoholic, they had to sedate her. There is no hospital in the UK who's going to sedate a person because they have a fucking alcohol problem, and that is bullshit. Okay? I am not on any maintenance medications. I don't need to take them. I don't have them. I don't drink the way people like to think I drink. My God, I that's what I say to myself. I just say, my God, is this what people think about me? They think that I am such a fucking. Many people in my position would be out there drinking, but guess what? I don't. I stay fucking home. I stay home. There's a lot of people who really annoy me. A lot of unsympathetic. What be the word? There's a lot of people who does not understand the situation. If they hit them a smack straight in the fucking face, I'll put it that way. Okay. Now, when I first came on YouTube streets, I guess I thought that if I could hide my essay, and I didn't want at that point that was being, I wouldn't even use the word essay to be honest. You know, Genuinely did not. I wouldn't use it to my closest people. Um, I wouldn't even talk about it, to be quite honest. I mean, it took a long time for me to even learn the word SA and to say, yeah, that's part of me right now, and that is, and I guess that's where it comes to closing myself off around the community where I live. I mean, I don't mix with people at all. I really don't. I stay very much by myself. I mean, 24/7, 7 days a week. That's going to do a lot to your psyche. Um, Especially when you're a go-lucky, outgoing person and you turn into this other person, and that's not the real you, and that's not the real you. So I'm trying to gain all the real me back. Actually, I really am. And then I hear about these pictures being put all over YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god! That's why I have never commented on it, because it bothers the fuck out of me. It really does. And I know it wasn't my pictures because I don't do that, but it doesn't matter about it. But it should never have been. It should never have been talked like that, joked about like that. It should not. Nothing should have been done. I just want to say as well. You have total control of your panel. Um, I myself are very known to drop a person in a heartbeat. Hey, digital dancer, how you doing, my friend? Welcome in. I am known myself to drop people in a heartbeat when they're on panel if I feel that their conversation is not going the way it should go. I will drop people. I've dropped corn dogs many a times because he would come up there being disrespectful for people who are Catholic, which I found really fucking rude. And I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, it just that's why I take my time coming on YouTube every time. Sometimes I say, well, I'm not gonna go on YouTube tonight, but then something hits me and I say, well, guess what? I'll come on for 1 or 2 hours. And I was a die-hard YouTube person. I used to come on almost every day at one point until the shit hit the fan, more or less, with people. Um, Waking up every day, seeing your name in a fucking title, well, yeah, that bothered me. It really did. For what reason? What reason at all, you know what I mean? Really? So, I just don't understand it. I really don't. I just don't see how these people can get away with doing what they're doing. Now, if you deserved it, I get it. But I mean, when you're not even exorbitant, when you're like being scouted out, so to speak, and people see you as a weak ass person, they're gonna put your name in their title almost every day, and just to drag the fuck out of you, just to torment the fuck out of you, really. They don't give a shit about what's going on behind the scenes in your home life. Or, I call this like, Ireland is my home. I don't want anyone to forget that, but I do reside in the UK. And you have that going on, right? Then you've other people joining the scenes of YouTube streets, letting on they're holier than the holy of all, which I know they're not who they say they really are. I know that. I'm not going to name anybody. Don't worry about that. But going around and being the holy of the holy all, I see you. Let me tell you, I see you. I see you at 5 o'clock in the morning UK time. You're in people's chats. I see you. Just so you know that. No, I don't. At that point, I'm not gonna fucking comment. You know what I mean? I ain't commenting at 5 o'clock in the morning my time when I just want to listen and maybe look at the computer for a little bit. Yeah, okay. We've 28 people in there, and there's not 28 people chatting, and that's strange. Once again, I mean, if you don't want me to be on YouTube, hell, I'll just cancel my fucking StreamYards and be done with it because I'm telling you now, I don't get paid from YouTube every month. I don't. You know why? Because I don't come on YouTube every day. I don't make videos every day. I don't do jack shit. I come on randomly. I really do. So the money ain't gonna break my heart for nothing. If I'm probably paying more than YouTube is paying me on bills, to be quite honest. But don't worry about that. So 25 people looking at chatting, there's not 25 people chatting. So I know we have a fuckload of lurkers, right? I don't know what way to go with the channel next. I am thinking which way to take my channel. You know, um, what pictures of you is being passed around? Actually, Tiny Dancer, none. Not me. None. Not me at all. No, there's no pictures of me. I don't take pictures of myself. Hell, I won't even come on camera. No, it's not me. But I don't believe anyone should be treated that way, and that's all the point I'm trying to make. No matter who it is. I think Dictum did a really good live, pointing out a lot of things. And some things she was talking about kind of resonated because I remember way back when, and I was literally in a title almost every fucking single day. I mean, and if you call that's called harassment and that's a harassment. That is like literally fucking. You know what? I'm going live tonight right now. You guaranteed vultures are going to make a live tomorrow about me. You know what I decide to do? Tiny Dancer or Digital Dancer. I decide not to watch the motherfuckers. I don't watch them. You're right, Susan. I don't take pictures of myself. No, who? Why would I? You know what I mean? Why the hell would I? And it doesn't matter. I mean, but you guarantee that the vultures are going to pick up something on this live tonight, and they're going to run with it and do a live or do a little clip channel shit on me tomorrow and leave them do it. I mean, look, like I said, I get all the mentions in my YouTube studios. I have never watched not one of them. So if they think they're hurting my feelings, they're not. I don't need to watch their stupid soap opera bullshit kind of rubbish. I don't need to watch any of it. And vultures, I would love to know who the fuck they are. Um, well, give them some content. Yeah, that's true. They'll find content out. I mean, it doesn't matter if I burp, fart, shit, or I'm not being rude saying this, but they'll find something. They will. They always do. I check my YouTube studios, and all I've mentioned in my mentions is um This. I don't want. Look, I'll be honest about it. I don't watch it. I genuinely. I said to people close to me, if it hurts my feelings, I'm not going to watch it. So no, I have never watched any of the vultures bullshit clips, more or less. And that's the way it's going to be. I mean, I don't think it's rocket science to find out who these people are, but at the end of the day, they're going to just run with it and just do what they got want to do. And it's just fucking stupid. And I mean, seriously, I have better things to be doing in my life than watching stupid clips. They call me an e-beggar, really. Where's my super sticker? Where's my Cash App? Anywhere here? Go back and look at any of my lives, digital dancer. There's not one. Well, there was one time when I lost my monetization and I had to fight to get it back. I did put Cash App up there, and not Cash App. It was PayPal, and I don't even think it's there now because I think YouTube removed it because YouTube does not like it, and yeah, I don't have a nightbot dropping things in chat. I don't have any of that shit. If anyone wants to donate to me, you can go through the proper channels. That's the way I see it. Go through, there's like a dollar sign outside the front door of this channel. That's how to do it. I mean, it really is. Now, come Christmas, I won't be dropping children's. It won't be my children, well, my child, because my daughter is like 24. It won't be my son's stuff in that. It would be people from America. I do it every year. I leave people from America drop their their Santa things for the children, and I'll even drop them in my chat. It's not for me. I don't even. It's an Amazon wish list. I do believe they call it a Christmas wish list. I have let people drop that for a long time, but it has never been my children because I don't do that. I mean, I pay for my own children. So no, I won't be doing it for my son this year neither. I'll be yeah, no, I've been doing it for a while. I leave other people in the United States drop it, and they get them filled, and that's it's about the children at the end of the day. It's not about anything else. And I'm not going to name any people who I allow to do that, but those people know they're allowed to do that again this year. It's not going to be my children. Well, one minor child, because my other one is 24 years of age. I mean, she's not minor, but yet again, she gets what she wants. You know what I mean? And then they call me all these fucking disgusting names. I mean, no, okay, ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And yes, I will be allowing people who have those children stuff. I will allow them drop them in my chat again. No questions asked. It's not mine. They not belong to me. And I'm not gonna name them. Doesn't matter what their names are. And I've been doing that for I think the last 2, 3 years. I've never dropped my own children's stuff here. Anything going on with Purple Phoenix lately? I do believe that she had her appendix taken out. Yes, Heather. Once again, you will be allowed to drop stuff, and I'm not naming. I don't want to name, but you will be allowed to drop stuff like that again, hon. So when you're free, make up something. We'll start dropping it early so we can get it filled, right? And it's not about my children. It was never, and Heather will tell you, I have never dropped my own children's stuff in there because I take care of my children. I mean, I can do that. I can, and I like to help other people, moms, who have it hard. Because I'm all about the moms, and I'm about children waking up and having something underneath the tree. I'm all about that. I really am, Heather, and you know that very much. So you know that. The only thing I heard about Purple Phoenix is she got her appendix taken out. I mean, to me, that's not a big deal. I mean, it is keyhole surgery. They're in and out. The only thing she might be doing is, she'll have some air. Susan, I am not ashamed that you have helped me in the last couple of years. I have amazing friends. I know you do, Heather, and you'll be allowed to do that again this year. Believe me, believe me. Oh, that's is a rough appendix is no joke. I had it done myself in the year 2011. It's only keyhole surgery, ain't it a big deal? Not to me, anyways. I mean, maybe someone else is. Maybe the world has come crashing down because they had a couple of. I mean, I think three slits in their belly, and to go through the belly button to get to the appendix, to take the appendix out. It's not like the old days where they would cut actually and take the appendix that way. They don't do it that way anymore. So, and that's why they leave them out. Yeah, yeah. It's only like it's only tiny little slits, and I mean, literally, those little slits. I mean, they are tiny. I'm good this year, Susan, but I appreciate you and everyone that has been there for me. Heather, fuck everyone on YouTube. If you want to drop something here, drop it, girl. That's all I'd say about that, right? You're on your own. You have children, and I'm all about helping moms out, and I really am, and I sincerely mean that. I wasn't grown up with a silver teaspoon in my mouth. I will put it that way. Um, and people want to drop things in my channel. Of course, you can drop them. Why not? We've always helped people out, and it doesn't matter who they are. I don't even think the surgery is even painful. Not that I know of. I know you're left. They blow up your belly with air, and I think the air is the worst part of it. But other than that, that's as far as I know. They blow up your stomach with air to get in there with the three instruments, so to speak, which would be keyhole surgery, which is leaves minor scars on your stomach, minor, very minor, and then by the time they heal, you will hardly even see them. Been there, done that, wore that T-shirt. You almost got hit like, oh, did you dance for me? Sure you do. I mean, come on now. Like I said, I had that operation done back in 2011. Yeah, you can survive without your appendix. Appendix actually they cause you more trouble than anything else. And I find that when I found out that I had that situation going on, um, I just let the doctors do what they had to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't see it as a major thing. I think cesarean sections are more dangerous and they're more dangerous, and you're left with a lot of scars, and you're left with a lot of I just think that way. I mean, seriously, maybe it's just me being brash Irish, maybe. Because thank you for being friends again with Colleen before she passed. Matthew, of course. I mean, she was in here quite a bit. I mean, and that's good. I mean, Matthew. She was not a bad person. She really was not. She disagreed in a lot of stuff. Um, Colleen did. But at the end, she came in here quite a bit, and at that time she had a tablet, I do believe, and I could get her on panel. For a long time, I could never get her on panel because of StreamYards. I don't know what was going on with her phone or whatnot, but she did get a tablet at one point, you know, and I did get her on panel, and then that was really nice. Colleen, well, I really cared for her. I don't know, because I guess because I live in the UK as well, and I know what it's like to be completely alone, with nobody. I get that. I genuinely, that's the part what connected me with her, because I live by myself, and I get how it can be for a person. The only regret I do have, Matthew, and I will say this, is that I did say to her I would meet her when I went to London, but of course that move did not happen. Because there's a lot of red tape over here in the UK. And Colleen probably would have explained the red tape situation. I know we spoke on WhatsApp a week before she passed, and she was talking about you for a little bit. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. It's nice to know that, Matthew. I mean, we treated her really good here. We never were nasty. Did me and Colleen get off on the wrong foot? Yeah, we did. But at the end of the day, we found the fine ground, and we were good. And I even said to her I'd meet her, when I would eventually, because Matthew, you don't understand the undertaking of the the situation of moving. I mean, I don't even like to mention it because I know what's going on in my life right now. And I knew Colleen was saying that she was getting a move as well. And because she was up too many flights of stairs, and she had fallen, and she told me so many things. She really did. And I really wanted to meet her. I really wanted to actually go down, grab her by the arm, and take her out. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking to the pub, or I'm talking about that. I'm talking about going out for a proper chip and fish, like an English style thing. Um, but unfortunately, look what happens. Well, I mean, what can I say? And she will be missed. Definitely in the community, she will be missed. She was a really good person, but you got to understand at the same time, she was very closed off and very alone, and I understand that. And I understood that with Colleen, because I feel the same way. It's not all about alcohol. It's not all about drink. It's not all about that. It's all about getting to where you want to go, and get down and meet people, and get out. That kind of way. But I'm glad that me and Colleen did find good ground there. I'm really glad with that. I felt that we did. I would say, this is an English word of saying this. Colleen was a bit of a British hoot, and when we say that, we don't. That's not a bad word. That means that she was a feisty. You know, I wanted to tell that to you, Susan. I have a good. Well, Matthew, I appreciate that. I didn't know she even talked to you about it, because I did speak to her about that, about meeting up, and I did, genuinely. And if I had got down there in time, I definitely would have met up with her 100%, 100%, just to get her out of the house, just to get her out. I would have done that, and I appreciate you, Matt, you coming in here telling me that because I didn't know. And that's nice to know. People start off with the wrong perception of a person and then they realize, well, guess what? This lady is lonely. You know, bad things have happened. And, you know, I'm not speaking about myself here at all. And it's nice to meet someone, I guess, who you met on YouTube and to get out and have a laugh and a joke. And I guarantee you, if I had Colleen with me, would have made sure she would have had a good time. I can guarantee you that. But unfortunately, that didn't come to pass. But yeah, she's very much loved here. In our channels, and she's always going to be a memory. She is. She really is. I mean, even my dad even talked to her at one point when she was on panel, and she was amazed at the way my dad treated her. I mean, it was just amazing. Um, Matt, you'd have to go back and look at those live to find that, but yeah, she was amazed. She was like, yeah. That's all I say about that. I don't want to get emotional, because I do care for people. I genuinely do care for people. I do care for people I meet on YouTube a lot. Especially a lot of those who are stuck beside me in my dark days, and now we're getting the good days of me. And things can only get better from now on and up with me. I can guarantee you that, and probably will start setting out better lives and start probably setting out better things to do and stuff. But until something changes on YouTube, I mean, people don't want to listen to people don't. I mean, look at America right now, okay? I stayed awake for like 15 fucking hours watching the storm hit Florida because I knew some of my subscribers were in Florida. That's how much of that's how much I care. 15 hours of my time because we're on so much different time. And Matthew, you know that. We're on so much different times. I stayed awake all night long, and it was coming in as a Cat 5, but it ended up as a Cat 3 when it hit. Nevertheless, it did damage. And you gotta care. I mean, you have your friends there, and look, I even worry about Betty Boo right now. I haven't seen Betty Boo. I wish she would just turn up and say, "I'm okay," that kind of way. Two words, well, two syllables. Okay, I'm okay. you know. Maybe the power is still out. Maybe they haven't got the stuff on the internet. Maybe it's not. Maybe they don't even have power yet. I don't know. It's very hard to say, you know. And not only that, they were hit with another one beforehand, which was 10 times. It was way worse than the one what hit. I mean, yeah. To be a YouTuber, you gotta understand everyone's love and peace. You gotta understand that. Okay, you might be safe here in the UK when it comes to the weather, but not everyone is. All across the world, tornadoes are hitting down, or there's earthquakes, or there's volcanoes, or there's cat number fives coming across. I mean, it's literally gone crazy. I mean, and now is the time not to put people down. Now is the time to try and put people up. I genuinely do believe that. It's not time to put people down. It's not time to tear a person to take shreds out of people. It's not that time. Uh, of course, if anyone wants to donate, guys, I know you probably know that there's lots of organizations out there in the US for displaced US people. I would refer if you would donate to them and don't even bother sending me a super sticker at all. Seriously, and it doesn't matter. I'd rather you send that to the proper charities. I cannot do the charities because it would be a middle hand, and I want no involvement with that. So there is charities out there set for people. You can look them up, and if you have any even $1, and I'm not look, it's not for me. It's for the American people. If you've $1 or $2 you can spare, please donate to the proper real charities. Not a person on YouTube. Don't do that. Don't do that because you don't know where that money's going. And I'd rather see the U.S. people have that kind of stuff. I'd rather, that support being given to those kind of people. Um, it doesn't matter to me if I never got a super sticker in the world, to be quite honest. I really don't. I mean, as long as it was donated to the US people, and because some people lost their homes and they lost their livelihoods, and there's so much going on. It's crazy. And the people are thinking, well, why is Matthew in my chat? Because he came in and told me something really nice, and I'm not going to block him for that at all. It's not like he's trolling me. And Matthew better not be fucking restreaming me at the same time. If you had something nice to say, and I'm glad you came in and said that about Colleen, because I did care about her. At first, no, we were on the wrong footing. But as long as I got to know her and her sense of humor, and when I could get her on panel, um, the last time I think I had a panel, she said, "Oh, you see Ginny," and I could hear the cat purring, and I goes, "Oh yeah," and she couldn't turn off her camera, and I couldn't. She couldn't understand when I was trying to explain to turn off the camera. But so you could only see the very top of her head. You could not see her at all. Um, And then Purple Phoenix went along and clipped it the following day and she said something about my daughter, which in fact she did not say anything about my daughter. She was talking about her cat, Jinjin, Ginny, the cat. You could hear the cat purring, for God's sake. I mean, come on. But yeah, God bless her. I mean, I hope she's in a better place, and I really hope she's reunited with her babies and whatnot. She went through a very difficult, hard time, and I understood that. I understood a lot of things she said to me as well, going back, when we got friendly. Um, she felt that there was no reason to go on, and I said, don't talk like that, Don't. I mean, don't do that. I mean, I gotta kick myself in the butt sometimes when I'm telling someone else don't talk like that, because there was many times I felt like that, and it is what it is. It really is. Well, Matthew, I appreciate you coming here telling me about what. Hey, Chaos Queen, how you doing, lovely? Matthew, I appreciate you coming in here and telling me what Colleen has said. I appreciate that because I kind of knew it, but I didn't know it, and you just confirmed what I knew a little bit. I never got around to swapping phone numbers or anything like that. I never got around to doing any of that. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, well, if I get down to London, I'll get her number on YouTube, that kind of way. But unfortunately, I've been held up here, and one day, every day is a new day for me. It really is. I am doing a hell of a lot better in my mental health. I think you can all see that now. I'm doing a hell of a lot of different things, which is good for me as well. And I'm not going to say any more on that, to be quite honest. There is things in the pipeline, um, which, if when in fact they come forward, I will announce that when it happens. But now is a bit way too premature for that. So I ain't going to say anything at all. Lovely to see you in here, I guess, Queen. I'm not downscaling Purple's operation at all. I'm just saying it's only, to me, it's only a baby operation. It's only keyhole surgery. I had it done back in the year 2011, to be honest. Down in, believe it or not, I was living in London, and yeah, I had that done. That's nothing compared to other operations I went through or other situations I went through, So I kind of laugh at it in a funny way, and I think, and I went through all that, and I didn't have anyone beside me or behind me or this, that. No, I went through it by myself. I genuinely went through it by myself, right? Yeah, imagine that. And I could add another story onto it, but I'm going to keep that story off. I ain't going to talk about it. Um, You'd be surprised. You would be very surprised if I was going to add something else onto it. How surprised you would actually be, and you would think, "Wow," you know what I mean? But I don't think now is the day to say it. I don't. Maybe one day, that kind of way. Maybe one day. But it's lovely to see all you guys in here, like 23 people in here. Um, I know there's other channels on, and but you know what? Numbers doesn't really matter to me. It never really did. It is what it is. You could be here 1 minute and it could be like 24 people in here, and then it would bounce to like 100 within seconds. You know, especially when something kicks off. I kind of like the lives where things don't kick off so much. I am kind of gone to that kind of frame of mind. Um, but I hope everyone's having a good Friday. I know I am. I'm having a nice Friday. It's not too bad. Weather conditions here in the UK. It's starting to get a lot cooler, I would say. Couldn't sleep last night. Went into the shower for an hour and a half or something because I was bored and I didn't know what else to do, so I just went into the shower. You know, that's just me. That's totally me. 5 o'clock in the morning, coming out of the shower and brushing your wet hair. Yeah, that's me. Um, Funny enough, right? But yeah, and I seen Six Up was live last night too, and actually she was on a really late live, and I was listening to her, and I was like, "Ooh, this girl's on fire right now." You know what I mean? I thought she did a brilliant live. I think she did a great live. It's kind of when you look back, and I watched Dictum's live as well. Um, I think this whole bully kind of harassment, stupid shit should be literally done. I genuinely believe that should be done. If you don't like a person and you have information on that person, please leave them alone. Just leave them alone. You don't need to dish out all their life fucking story. The story they don't want out there. I mean, of course, if you wanted a story out there, I'm pretty sure the person would put it out there themselves. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? But no, you have people like who want to put out stories the whole time, and they think they're like a storyteller, but they're really not. And it's so pathetic. And someone came in here and said, last time I was live, please pray for Purple. Purple had was going for an operation. Now I had no fucking idea whatsoever, okay? Um and I don't even know who that troll account was. I mean, obviously it was one of her people because no one knew it. And my moderator said, we don't pray for people who take prayers back. And there was no way I was going to push these people to say, well, you better put prayers in the chat. No. I said, these people who come in my chat are free to say whatever the hell they like. On panel, well, I have control of the panel, but in chat, they can say what they like in chat. Bottom line. And a lot of people did not like the fact that what she did, going back well, we can say coming up 2 years now. They didn't like it. So yeah. And when she's not well and she's feeling down, and then she wants people to do prayers for her, does she wonder why people don't want to do them? Question, right? Because she likes to take prayers back, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, okay. So no, I did not push any of my people in my chat to say, oh well, no. I just look. I appreciate who come into my channel. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I've been with a lot of my people for a very long time, and I never expect you to do anything you don't want to do. And that's the way this channel runs. If you don't want to do it, you do not have to do it. If you feel that no, but you just say no. That's the way it is here. That's how we run the channel here. And I don't expect anything more than that because you have a thing called freedom of speech. Now we all know Purple likes to throw the word freedom of speech around, which is classed as the First Amendment in the U.S. So yes, you're all Americans, and maybe one or two Canadians, but nevertheless, you can say what the hell you like. I have control of the panel, you know. That's my job to keep control of the panel. Hey, Shorty, how you doing, lovely? Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better, hon. I know you weren't feeling quite well for quite a bit. A little bit better. Oh, that's good to hear, Shorty. Honestly, glad to hear, hon. You're getting there. I hear this is awful, like flu-like, almost C19 thing going around, which is probably another mutation of C19. To be quite honest, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. But I heard that's going around, and the tests they have are not picking it up. So that's just another thing going around. The because that damn thing keeps mutating into 100 different things. You don't have COVID, yeah. But was a Charlie girl who said she felt very ill, like she had COVID, but she tested like negative for COVID as well. But then again, it seems to be this like prolonged like flu-like symptoms. Bad, pretty bad. I'm glad you're getting better. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. I know Tara was unwell as well with that, and Charlie girl was unwell with it. There was a few of you guys. There was a few of you guys not feeling too well. I've been sick for 2 weeks. Wow, that's a long damn time. And let me tell you that. Oh, that's a long time. I'm doing good, Shorty. I'm literally doing really well. I'm trying to stay away from people because I know the winter weather is coming in, and I don't want to get sick for nobody. You know, my biggest fear is going into the goddamn hospital again. And normally when I go in there, they keep me 2 3 weeks, and it just fucking drives me nuts. And I just no. Mm-mm. I like being at home. Waking nurses waking you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Fuck that. Nah, hell with that. Um, Good, happy to hear that. Yeah, you know that you're. Yeah, I'm good, honey. You'll find out when you know I'm not. All right. God, you'll find out that when I'm doing good now. I don't want to talk about it too much because I might jinx myself. I don't want to jinx myself. No, but at the moment I'm doing really well. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Doing certain things and whatnot, and watching a bit of YouTube. And it's nice to come in as a subscriber at some points. It's nice to come in like that. I have been over in well, not Nicolina. God, I have a wrench over there. Even I think everyone has actually. I was over in Traders for a bit. Yeah. But I'm so glad you're doing a lot better, sorry, honestly. 2 weeks is a long time, girl, let me tell you. I bet it was really annoying you too, because I mean, if I can say anything about Shorty, I'm going to say it now. All she likes to do is get up and clean. She loves cleaning. And I can't imagine Shorty for 2 weeks not cleaning. That must have been really hard on her, because that's something she really likes to do. She's a little bit of a cleaner a little bit of a cleaner, She's proper, yeah. And that's a good thing, Shorty. I don't mean that bad at all. Um, hmm. I've been watching Xmas movies already. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, there are them damn things out already. Oh, for F sake, Shorty, it's too soon. I know, right, Heather? Oh my god. That is funny as shit. I'm like, what? I gotta like, I gotta buy my son something for £500, which I gotta do in two installments, to be honest. But he'll be all right. Everything be fine. I have it all arranged, kind of a thing. That's why I said, people, if you have a wish list, you're very welcome to drop it on my channel. Anything to help anyone out, especially single moms. It's not easy, especially if you have more than one. No, um, no, I'm not saying that I only have one child. I have two, but one is 24. That's a big difference. The other little man, well, it's coming to £500. I'm not talking about dollars here. I'm talking about pounds. I don't even know what that is in dollars, to be quite honest. So I have it set in my head to break it up into two halves, just so he gets what he needs to get, because I promised him it. And he knows Mama will always come true, and it always does. I actually wonder what did he do with that Knuckles request I got him that time. I mean, I got him so many thoughts, things. It's unbelievable, but he won't become short neither. And I'm like, oh fuck Christmas. And guess what? I was in the pharmacy today, and I looked on the shelves as I was walking in, and I look to see was these Christmas gifts, and I'm like, "Are you fucking shitting me? We're in September right now, aren't we? Are we? Is this month of September? Hold on, let's check my computer. No, we're not. We're in fucking October. Yeah, it's coming up in the computer October, and they have that shit. Yeah, they have that shit in I mean, come on now. I mean, we haven't even got through Halloween yet. It's like every year, it's getting earlier and earlier and earlier. Hey, my sweet Georgette, how are you doing, lovely? Um, it's like every year it's getting earlier and earlier and earlier. So thank God I have a plan. You know what I mean? Like usual, I always have a plan. I'm going to take a quick admission because I need to go to the ladies' room because I had some food and some Pepsi. Well, not Pepsi because I don't drink Pepsi. I drink Coke. Because I am not diabetic. And I can say uh, I can say is I'm here. Oh, Georgette. Oh, yeah, he's getting what he wants as well. Believe me, it's not cheap. But anyway, he's my little love of my life. To be honest, give me 1 second, 1 minute, more or less. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, my flat is not that big compared to American sized properties. The bathroom is really close to where I am at. Hey, Daydreamer, how you doing, lovely? I hope you're doing well. I genuinely hope everyone's doing well. Well, God knows what that flu-like thing is going on in the U.S. there. I shudder to think if I got that. I mean, that would be detrimental because it's fair to say that I do have an underlying condition. Um, yeah, Shorty's feeling a lot better. I mean, it took her 2 weeks, and Shorty is pretty you know energetic and all that. You know, not a little sniffle would not get her down. It would have been something more than that to get her down, to get her resting in the bed, because that girl doesn't know how to rest. And shorty, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because I was like that at one point myself. Um, but yeah, it's nice to have a nice cam live without people coming in talking rubbish. I just want to steer away from all that. Hey, Georgette. It's been pretty peaceful and enjoyable on the YouTube streets this week. Isn't that amazing? Because there's one person missing. Yeah. Hey, little Texas tornado. How you doing, lovely? Welcome in. I like having a nice. I mean, look, it's not about numbers with me. It's about having the connection with all the people and having a nice time chatting. My lovely chatters in the chat, right? Shorty, I do hope that you feel that you are getting feeling better. Yeah, I think she is. Little Texas. Well, she said that she is feeling a little bit better. She has been quite sick for like 2 weeks, and that's not like Shorty. But then again, I've heard Charlie Girl said she the same thing, and there's something viral I think that's going around. I mean, I don't think you know. It's just mad. Hey Tara, how you doing, lovely? Just come back from dinner. Oh, nice, nice, Tara. I hope you're doing well too, Tara. I heard you were unwell at one point. Uh, Tara back from dinner. I think Shorty is faking. Oh God, no, I don't think so, Tara. Oh, no, I don't know. Shorty is too energetic. Tara, I love you. That's funny. She just said you were faking your illness, but she said, Tara, I love you. Yeah. No, I don't think Shorty would be faking. I mean, this girl would clean, God knows, she's just one of those people, who doesn't sit around, does what she can do. Excuse me. So, has anyone got anything nice planned for the weekend? Anything special? I know Shorty will be taking it easy, more or less. But anyone got anything planned nice? I mean, I know I don't. Just another, just another thing staying in this bird cage, as I call it. You know. But my spirits are not down, and I am pretty good with all things going on right now. And in time, I will mention a lot more. I always take it easy, Shorty. No, you don't. I have plans. I just do whatever. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, a lot of people just want to lazy around, right? Especially the working class people. I mean, I know if I was me back in the day, I would just want to lazy around in my home. Shorty's gonna watch the Christmas movies this weekend. Man, that's bringing it in really early. Oh my god, that's bringing it in really early. But yeah, Christmas is the next big thing for everybody, I guess. And like I said, if anyone has a dollar or anything, please, 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 send it to the people who need it most. That would be the people who survived the hurricanes, and the people in Tennessee and these other websites. You don't go through a YouTuber. Don't ever do that. Go through the proper channels for that. Every Christmas movie watched now. Baby Randy, what reindeer dies? Oh, really, Tara? God, that's a bit heartfelt, isn't it? Tara, have you got any good movies for me on Netflix? You gave me a really good one the last time. That was really good. I think I watched that like 3 times. Keep me going, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna watch I don't watch Christmas movies. I don't. But anything after that, yeah, I will watch. Terry gave me a really good movie last time. It was really good, actually. Herself made Susan very good. What? Myself made Susan very good. Yeah. Now I'm bathing myself. I am. I watched a new season of on what's that? Underbanks? Banks? Okay. Is that on Netflix, George, yet? Self-made, self-made as a show on Netflix. Oh, it's on Netflix, is it? All right. Yeah, have a look at that one. It keeps you going, and especially when you're here by yourself. And I'm always asking, well, is anyone got anything on good on Netflix? Tara, give me one or two. Tara, give me a few. Well, Tara gave me a good one. Actually, it was really good. It was more like a seasonal one, but I just kept running into the other and the other, and it just really was good. And you would never expected the person who actually did the unalivement. I have to say on YouTube, you would never expected that it was her. There was so many suspects. It was like, yeah, like, like kind of like a little bit of a thriller kind of a thing. So it was really strange. It was but really good at the same time. Susan, you can watch Christmas movies on Netflix too if you get bored. No, I ain't watching no Christmas movies. I know there's lots of Christmas movies on Netflix. Not me. I just can't. My son is not here. Now, if he was here, it'd be a different situation. But so I try to keep myself occupied in other ways until he comes again, more or less. Like Tara said, he will come again. I just finished the first country two. It was but it was boring. Oh, okay. One down. Tara said a movie. One down. That's why GOWN. Driving home, just listen. Okay. Dictum. Dictum. I mean, your life was really good. I just finished. My country too. I was bored. Hmm. Driving home. Dictum's on our way home after work. Funny when you say that because it's like 12:25 here in the UK, and you know everyone's at home at this point. Oh, I Chaos Queen is passing out with you. Is he working? I know pass works, but I also know he will listen in as well. If he's working right now. Um, so yeah, it's unusual to see one way off the other. 12:20. Well, you could say 12:26 right now. I would be having visions of sugar pump dance in my head. And now, you know what, Sarah? I slept too much today. I was in the shower at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I got up, and then I had to go down and do some bits of shopping and whatnot. And it's just like I will literally crash and burn at one point. Believe me when I say that. You mightn't hear from me for maybe a day or so, but that's just me. I didn't expect to come on tonight, to be quite honest. I was going to leave it till tomorrow, but I thought, hell, I'll do it now, and maybe I won't be on tomorrow. You just don't know with me. I guess the more fucking showers I take, the more it wakes me the fuck the hell up. You know what I mean? It wakes me. It really wakes me up. And you know what cracks me up about my hair? I'll tell you what cracks me up about my hair. When I was younger, I always had a kink, right? Kinky hair. And at the end of it, they turn into like almost ringlets naturally. So that shit is happening to me right now. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I do have a GHD straightener, and I'm thinking it's just straighten the whole damn thing. And then other people are saying it's cute. Yeah, that's just a natural thing I always had all my life, and it's strange why it came back a little bit more stronger than in my later life. It's literally, I guess I'm putting too much conditioner in there and washing it, and when I go into the shower, I'll spend about an hour and a half in there, just sitting there and just doing whatever, cleaning and whatnot. And there's Paz. How you doing, Paz? Hey, my Grace. How you doing, lovely? I was wondering where you're at, Paz, because we have your beautiful lady in there. But yeah, I'm dealing with the kinky hair right now, and I'm surprised how kinky it's gone. It's gone more kinkier than it used to be. I mean, I'm like, really? But then again, I'm leaving it dry natural, so yeah. Couldn't sleep last night for the life of me. So I watched a couple of movies and I said, "Oh, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in the place I always spend the most time in, the shower. And then I realized that, well, got a lot of dry skin on there, and I better moisturize all that. So I was doing all that kind of crap. And then the hair dried, and I was like, oh my god, look at the curls in this thing. Kinky, and it's kind of like end kinky waves. I mean, curls, like little thingies. But I do have a GH straightener, and I can't straighten them out. But yeah. Tara, why are you taking pictures? And people are saying to me, "Oh, they're really cute," and I'm like, "No, I don't like them. I don't." But that's something I had when I was younger. Believe it or not, it was, yeah, definitely something I had when I was younger. I mean, yeah. And don't worry, my hair's the same color in the picture, same color brown. I don't dye my hair. I don't do anything like that. I just do a lot of washing and conditioning, and I think I give it two washes and two conditions, leave it for a bit, and then wash it out to give past buzz. Oh, all right, okay. Oh, Terry, you're funny, girl. I tell you, Shorty there wore sunglasses on. Shorty, where you at? Are you in the Bahamas or somewhere? She's watching Christmas films with her fucking sunglasses on. The weather's gone pretty yeah, UK dense rubbish, raining on and off. I do believe Ireland has it a lot worse than we do have here in the UK. For those who don't know, Ireland is not connected to the UK. We're two separate countries. People always ask me that question. I thought Ireland was part of the UK. No, they're not. So yeah, no, it's two separate. There's like sea water, yeah, and then you have the Republic of Ireland. You have that, and completely different countries. But anyways, I still tell Pass to put sunglasses on so nobody can tell if he's here. Oh God! Oh God! Is a clone. Pass is a clone, and he's a clone, mind you, but he has a wrench. Oh well, to mind the wrench, right? Look, if they're comfortable here and well, they're very much welcomed here. Genuinely, look, everyone's welcome here. I mean, seriously. When I say everybody, I mean that comes with a clause. I mean, it depends who you are. You know what I mean? But that comes with a serious clause. I mean, I don't want certain people coming over here. And yes, Calamity, I noticed you blocked me so I can't see your comments on YouTube. But your girl, hmm, Purple, well, she highlights them so I can see them anyway. So, fuck you. Just you know that. I enjoy being here with Susan, with you, Susan. Thank you, Shorty. I appreciate that, lovely. It's a harmless life. It really is. Apart from me telling Glamady go F herself because you blocked me, obviously. Right? Yeah. But it's only when Purple highlights her comments do I see them. That's alright. Yeah, Glamady, you realize when your comments get highlighted. Don't feel bad, Susan. I notice certain people block me too. Yeah, well, yeah, past I got that treatment as well, to be honest. Just so they can talk about you and you can't respond because you can't see it. And the only time you can see it is when Purple goes live and she highlights the stuff, and then that's when you can see it. Now, what they'll say to Purple is, don't highlight them or these comments. Okay, whatever. But yeah, she's been in a piece of work. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna say any more than that. And does she take all this YouTube thing so serious that she feels that she needs to block people? Yeah, I mean seriously. I mean, at her age, does she take all this YouTube experience so serious? You know, I take YouTube serious a certain degree, okay? Whereas then again, I have a major sense of humor about things too. Um, it's only when people are trying to come after you and hurt you, I will take that serious, big time. But other than that, I mean, no, not really. I mean, I'm pretty childish. I know I'm right. Chaos Queen, pretty childish. I mean, Glamour D was once upon a time part of this channel. And if people don't think that she was, she really was. Uh, that was a time when people actually turned on their cameras. I have all that privatized in my archives. You know what I mean? I blocked Shorty. Can't take it. Don't tell her. Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. You guys, you're so fucking funny. You do realize, yeah, Tara, you do have the same range as Shorty. Hold on. I take it as a blessing when I'm unblocked. Funny enough, Purple won't block me. But then again, I don't watch. I don't really watch her channel. Yesterday, I watched it for the 25 or 30 minutes she was on today, explaining about her keyhole surgery, only because a troll came in and told me on my last live. I wouldn't have known anything. Obviously, that was one of her people. Okay, I wouldn't have known that. And Terry said to me, "Do you know him?" And I said, "No, I don't. I genuinely did not know who that was." So, yeah, I think it's a bit of karma showing itself a little bit. I don't know. How about that? I don't know what to think about the whole thing. Um, didn't even know she was live today. Oh yeah. Only for maybe half hour, bitching about the keyhole surgery she did have. And I know for a fact because I had that surgery. It's not that fucking bad. I mean, seriously. And I don't know if that's just me being fucking Irish or what, because I remember having that surgery down in central London, and fuck, I was all by myself when I was going through that. I mean, I had nobody there. There was absolutely nobody. And I went through the surgery and came out flying colors. I mean, yeah. I didn't. The stitches are so tiny. I mean, they go through there's three places to go through with keyhole surgery: left, right, and then in through the belly button. Mhm. Yeah, imagine now. How would I know that now? How would I know that? The only discomfort they will leave you with is that they do blow up your stomach so the keyholes can go in, which can be a little bit uncomfortable. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's nothing to me. Anywho, that's just how I feel about that. I mean, considering, but yeah. Oh, that's not a big deal to me at all. Genuinely, I've been through that. Our story was always told short in detail. I don't see why. I don't see why there's a big story behind it, because I know to go through the belly button, and I know to do left and right, and I know it's only surgical bullshit, and they take the appendix out, and that's the end of that. You know what I mean? Look, they sent her home within a day. Okay, when I got mine done in the UK, they sent me home within a week. It took me a week to go home. Okay, and there was a reason for that, but I don't want to discuss it right now. They did keyhole surgery, a dangerous keyhole surgery on me when I was expecting a child, which is not my son who's alive today, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. So yeah, don't purple, fuck off, okay? I didn't really want to say about that, but yeah, there was a little boy lost because of that. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up right now for a few minutes because I didn't really want to open that wound, but I remember that very well. And he was alive for quite a bit, actually. My first child, and went to the hospital for a regular CAT scan or baby scan, and he was gone. You know, mm. And once again, I dealt with all that on my own. I literally dealt with all that by myself. Um, so I asked myself at the end of the day, who's the strong person and who's not? It's not even about that, really, is it? You know, having a period can look like for 5 hours, right? And can't call him. My friend was on in the ER nurse and told her something didn't feel right. She told my sister to get me to the ER. They did an X-ray or N2. Yeah, they did X-rays on me too, and we all know that's not good for a developing child. So what I was taught was to put the mother first, to put me first instead of the child. That's what I was told. 2 seconds. I was having an emergency surgery. Uh, They said I could have died when home 24 hours later, a week later. Yeah, no, I understand they can burst. Um, to New York within 5 hours. I had a hysterectomy. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Georgette. You know, that's why I was saying about Purple's thing. It's not always black and white for other people, right? They held from having my appendix out. They didn't for me. And I will tell you the most fucked up part about it all is they didn't even tell me I was even pregnant at the time and they knew I was. Yeah, imagine that. The child lived for a period, a gestation of pregnancy and he passed away. Yeah, yeah, he did. He sure did. But that's that's why I call it a baby operation. You don't go through the other emotions and you don't go through all that. And once again, once again, I was left alone. I was genuinely left alone to deal with all these feelings and all this stuff. It's just I survived. I mean, it was uncomfortable for sure, but it was the worst thing that whatever happened to me. Yeah, I can imagine it would be. I can imagine it would be. When appendix becomes in your bursting, that is really dangerous. Because it can put toxins into your body. But when you're only newly pregnant on top of it, I mean, and they're taking we all know that fucking X-rays and all that shit are not good for a young developing baby. Mm. I guess this is the first time I've ever talked much about this. No, it's not that I haven't talked about it before because I have. Um, I do have all the documentation from that, from the young child. I have everything. But anyway, I don't want to make it all about sadness and stuff like that. I really don't. That was back over in the year 2011, and yes, there was a young child lost. Not from the operation, obviously, but you gotta understand you when you're pregnant, they don't use cat certain things on you, and they did with me, and they did put fucking diamorphine in the drips and whatnot. You know what I mean? That's yeah. They never told me I was even pregnant. To be honest, I had to find out. I think 3 months later that I actually was pregnant, and that was fine. I mean, I genuinely thought everything was okay, and they sent me home with medications which should have never been given to a pregnant lady either. To be quite honest, and I would name the medication straight up. I would say they gave me tramadol. Tramadol is not for a person who's pregnant at all. That kills that actually. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to think too much, but I do have all that paperwork. If anyone thinks I'm lying, I suggest you I suggest that you try and do a live on this because the truth of the matter is I've never left that little boy's paperwork alone. I have it all genuinely. And once again, like I said, I dealt with it all by myself. I didn't have support. because I was living in the UK, right? I was down in London. And I'm gonna leave out a bunch more things, a lot of more things. But anyway, God blessed me with another child, and another boy. Funny enough, spitting image of his brother, right? But see, this is the thing about people when they say people have mental health issues. Well, you want to make go back and think, well, what caused that? The loss of that young child, you had no support at all. There's lots of things. Susan, I remember being in labor for my first oldest child, who was 35 weeks. Tuesday, went to a hospital, and a lady was screaming from their heart. What? From gallstones. Wow. I got dressed up and left. Oh wow. There was a young child, and of course I had to go in and give. I would say I had to go in and I got to go in and give birth to him, and of course they knocked me out when they were doing that because I asked them to put me asleep. I knew that the baby was dead, and yeah, I got to hold him. He was absolutely the picture of my son, but there was a few problems wrong with him. He was not. He had a cleft palate, and and I'm not surprised with the drugs the hospital gave me at that time, because that's if I had known that, I would never have taken that shit. I would never have done it. And I was told even I could sue them, but what's that going to give me? Nothing. It's not going to give me anything. So I never, um, it's weird to me. She wakes up and hops out of bed and goes to hospital so fast. Some people aren't as fast to go to the doctor, right? Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I left my appendix not knowing that I was pregnant at that point for a very long time. I was kind of suffering with that for quite a bit. But I will tell you this: by the time I got to Tooting St George's in hospital, they took me in really fast because I was screaming. Let me tell you that. But anyway, I need to change on to another tune right now because this is probably not good for my men. This is not good. Look, I do like to talk about things. I do like to share this with women. Um, People don't understand when they say you have mental health. I mean, you got to wonder why. At the end of that day, I mean, why would you have it? All the drama. You know what I mean? All that stuff being alone. I was left to deal with it all by myself. You know, at least father was not helping me. He left me there. I just wanna, and that's the God's honest truth. She scared at that crap out of me, and I wasn't pushing him out. Oh, really? See, and there's lots of women out there with lots of drama. I mean, look, I'm lucky I can talk about it. I know God wrapped around his arms of that little angel and took that angel away, and I know all that, and I've always said it. And if anyone doubts me, guys, look, I genuinely have all the paperwork off that little boy, without a shadow of doubt. I have everything. I kept everything. Now it took I don't know. I guess when you're fucked up in the head, uh, I don't know when I know it was 5 or 6 months when I got pregnant on Ali, um, and he turned out to be the most normal, proper child in the world. I mean, I was totally blessed with him, and he's a mama's boy, and no one wants paperwork or no. See, Tara, I'm not. I ain't gonna give it, but I will say this: I do have it. I genuinely do have it. I've kept on to that paperwork for years. For years. Because keeping on to the paperwork was saying that yes, this did happen, you know? It did happen. It genuinely did happen. And I'm not gonna be showing it on YouTube or anything like that. I'm not about that. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'll be showing an address, a London address, and me, and no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna torture my soul by doing that. But the truth of the matter is that really did happen. Um, and if when anyone says they never did, I mean they can fuck right off when they come to that one, because I can tell you I have enough paperwork on that. But at the end of the day, look, I'm going to show you. I think what we call in Ireland a rainbow baby. Out of that, what happens is you get a rainbow baby, and within I don't know 5 6 months, I got pregnant on my son. They were monitoring me like crazy over here in the UK. And he's perfect, and he's my son, and that's what we call a rainbow baby. Life after death, life, for death there was life, and that's called what we call it is a rainbow baby. So we have that, and that's I guess why I find it so hard with Ali. You have nothing but to prove to anyone. No, I don't need to prove anything at all, Georgette. You are right in saying that. But trust me, I've kept everything. Everything. I put it in the drawer, I've locked it away, and it's there. You know. No one can say it never happened because it did. But we gotta brighten it up and say, look, we got a rainbow baby out of it, right? Another boy, spitting image of the first one, but perfect. So there, I can't complain. God give me, God give me his wishes. You know what I mean? We can't knock it. We just leave it and move on. And that's I don't even want to talk about appendicitis again because it's been very traumatic for me. In back in the year 2011, yeah. And this feeling of me having to prove myself and prove myself all the time, I need to stop doing that. I genuinely need to stop doing that. if people didn't think that it never happened, and someone would go on a panel and say, "Well, that never happened," were you there? That's the first question I would ask them. Were you there? No, you didn't. Did you hold my hand? No, you did not. No one. No one at all. Not a fucking person in the world was there. So anyone who tries to tell me that I'm telling lies, well, yeah. Just remember, I have the scans. I have scanned pictures. I have the paperwork. I have everything. I really do. I've kept that locked away for years. And we were talking about the year 2011 and what we know, 2020 4 right now. So that's the worst case scenario. Anything can happen to anybody when they get their appendix removed. Um, and I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Those who know. Those who want to think that it never happened, I'd be very happy to send you on an email. Um, I don't need to lie about anything in this life. My lying days, my trying to cover up for bad situations, what happened to me, that's all gone. I've accepted what has happened. Um, I love coming on here talking to all you guys. I love listening to your experiences, and I hope this is an eye opener to people, who are find themselves in the same kind of a difficult situation, and I hope this helps anyone out there who listens to what I say. Don't feel alone. I mean, of course, I felt very alone at the time. I was away from my family at the time. I was down in London. And that in itself. I mean, I was fighting a major court case with Melanie as well at the same time. How the fuck I even got through that, I don't know, but I did. That was the biggest, scariest motherfucking case I ever came across in my life. But I got through that too, and I won that. Um, so you know, it's. I think I could put a couple of chapters onto this story. Actually, I mean, I really think I could. I think I could start with this situation with Melanie. I found myself in the High Court, the highest court in the UK, which is called the High Right Court of Justice. I fought a case there for 6 months. To keep my daughter with me. Um, and I won. I did win. The court saw through the what was being done to me, and they agreed with me, and they won. I won it. I genuinely did. Um, I have the paperwork of that too. And it's all paperwork with me because I mean my life is paperwork. They've even predicted how I'm going to die. To be quite honest, you know what I mean. I had people check me over, and they're going to predict how I'm going to, you know, whatever, which is ridiculous. I don't feel that way. And it's just fun. I mean, it's funny when I think about it. I've been through a hell of a fucking lot, and you'd be surprised how open I really am. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of rubbish. Did I have any damn problems coming into the when I came to the UK. There was problems back home with her father and stuff like that, and yes, there was quite a lot of problems, and I ran from it, and I couldn't deal with it anymore because I was being brought to court since I was 21 years of age, all the way up. He used to fucking summons me every Christmas time, you know. And the fucked up thing is that he could never understand was that I was never married to him, so the judge can only issue the same court order every single time. But what he used to do was put me through all that pain and anxiety, and I used to have panic attack. If I seen a brown letter with the Irish harp on it, I used to have a fucking panic attack. You know, it was that bad. It got to the point where it got that bad. You know, it really did. And suddenly now I talk about it because it's been years. You know, it's been quite a few years. If I seen the postman with a brown envelope in his hand, I would not answer my fucking front door. You know what I mean? It got that bad. And most of the letters were from the fucking Irish Defence Force telling me that I had to go and do X amount of trips, and the letters looked the same, so I wouldn't even answer. I used to hide behind my fucking sofa. That's how bad it was. I mean, believe me. And then I used to have to get Mindy's nan to say, no, he hasn't summoned you today. You know, and I was like, oh well, where did that letter come out of? Then the brown one with, a registered letter. It came from the army actually, and the army used to have the letter up there, and they say, well, we got this letter sent back to us. I said, oh yeah, I wasn't at home. No, I was hiding behind the fucking sofa. You know, that's how bad things got. I mean, seriously, you know. When I lived through a lot of stuff, I think, how the fuck am I even here today? You know, really, it's been a roller coaster, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I'm really not. It is not it's not anyone's story, it's my story. Okay? I don't even believe some part of it. It's not a British story, it's an Irish story. Okay? And there's another part of it when it starts to become a British story. And it's if people don't understand what I'm saying right now, you're never going to understand. You don't even know the half of it. I mean, seriously. And then you talk about people with mental health, okay? Um, these things are bound to play on your psychic. They're bound to play on you as a human being. As a young human being at that point, I was a young person. People, it's going to play on you. It's gonna really get into your real deep your soul, right? You know, there's a lot to say, but there's a lot I can't say. You know, there's just, and I've always been felt left alone, and I'm not saying that to dish my family. I'm not saying that about my family. I'm talking about how I felt. I'm not talking about my family at all. It's not about them. It was about me and how I felt, and the way I grew up, and I guess the way I was left to my own devices, and the fight. The biggest court battle in the UK is the biggest courthouse in the UK, which you guys see on the news every fucking day. Is the Royal, the High Royal Court of Justice. You know what I mean? Just Google that name. I mean, that comes up as like a big castle, right? 6 months I did there. Then I find out that my appendix needs to be taken out, and then I find out that, well, fuck, you were pregnant at the same time and your baby's dead. That's the way it was for me. I lost one and gained the other, more or less. If I can't be truthful on my own channel, who am I going to be at the end of the day? I gotta be truthful because this stuff, this kind of stuff plays in your mind. And when you hear someone going for a little operation, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know what I mean? And then people wonder why you turned out with mental health situations. Well, I guess if you watch the if you watch it, it tells a lot. And there's a lot I'm leaving out actually. I'm only saying some bits. I ain't saying it all. I'm not saying it all. But I never felt so much alone. And it's nothing to do with my father, or his wife, anyone like that. It's all got to do with the partner I was with at the time, and I'm just gonna unname it. Um, they totally left me alone. They literally they literally failed me in every way you could possibly be failed. And then to have a second child with the same person, which even didn't want that child either. So that goes a long way. In order for me to get in order for me to get somewhere better, in order for me to be able to move on, I gotta be able to speak about these things. And I speak about them so much in counseling and this, that, and everything else, and I just hope that I reach out to any person out there, and look, back then I was a very timid, very athletic kind of small person. Um and I took everything what was just my way. Everything, you know. It's just I think you if you put this on a Netflix fucking movie, it would make a good seller, let me tell you. Because there's a lot. There is a hell of a lot. And I don't know if I've said too much tonight, and I don't know. It's just my awakening. It's just that I need to talk about things. I just feel that I just need to say things because people always think that, oh well, she's bloody nuts in the head and this and that. But truly, in fact, truly, I'm not. Yeah, do I have I has that left an imprint on me? Yes, it has. It definitely has an imprint on me. Am I totally bonkers nuts? No, I wouldn't call it. No way. And I'm glad I came on this live tonight. I'm glad that I got this off my chest, and that's only some parts. I mean, there's more. There always is, Ryan. Guarantee to make a really damn good Netflix fucking movie someday. Because you couldn't make this shit up if you wanted to. You said, no, not with all the documentations and all the stuff I have. No, you couldn't make this up. And so many years later, then what happens? You're living in the most beautiful part of the UK, but you're left with what? Nothing. What are you left with? Think about that. Do I need to rush and go down to London? I'm only going there for my son, no other reason. Other than that, there would be no other reason at all. If he had been here with me today, I would not go down there at all. London, London's a fast place. It's like a little mini New York. But London does not scare me. I've lived there for many years. Believe me, I've lost a child there. I came through this and came through being a broken back situation. I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about that. And still be able to stand on your own at the same 2 feet. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't need to be. I don't want to come on here and be, in a lot of ways telling the truth of my younger years. Um, I don't feel sometimes that maybe that's a good thing. I don't want to hurt anyone on the channel at all. That would not be my goal for anybody. Let me tell you. Because I care too much. I genuinely do. But we're 1:16 here in the UK time hours. I was not gonna go on tonight at all. And that's only partial of my story. That is not the full thing. Believe me, there's a hell of a lot more. And I just want to say, did I ever put drugs in my body? No. Imagine that, coming through all that bullshit and never once given into drugs. Never did. Apart from cigarettes, obviously. Um, and probably getting drunk a few times too much. I would say that too. Yeah, definitely. But I'm not doing it now. I'm gonna last stronger than that, and I guess I'm gonna wait because you know what? I can't fucking sleep. I generally can't sleep. And I know you go on the YouTube channel and you got like there's always someone who's gonna be there's always gonna be someone because our hours are so different. You're talking my hours. We're talking 5 hours ahead of you guys. So like you're probably going for dinner and whatnot now, and you know, so I could come on again in a couple of hours if I wanted to, and talk away, and there would be people in my chat. But I'm not going to come on again. Actually, I'm not going to do that. But let the truth be true. Let the truth be truth. That's all I'm going to say. You know. I was well surprised with Matthew coming in here. Telling me that Colleen did talk about stuff. Which was I kind of guessed that anyways, but it was refreshing to know it. Because I kind of understood her a little bit better. Knowing that she was by herself. And I'm not me being by myself. I kind of knew that, and I just pray that she's in God's good kingdom right now, and we all have our own different beliefs, but I know my beliefs, and stuff like that, and wow, you know, I didn't expect Matthew to come in and tell me that even, and I thought, well, wow, he's telling the truth. Let me tell some truths, you know. So if people ever wondered why I was so screwed up when I was at times on YouTube, that's just on a little snippet into what I've been through. Just a little snippet. And there was never anyone there. There was never anyone to pick me up and hold me or do anything. Nothing. No. And I'm not putting my family down for that because they were in Ireland and I was in the UK. And actually, in fact, the the person who I thought who cared about me didn't care about me at all. I'll probably leave this for part two because there isn't going to be a part two to that one. And the reasons why I suspected why he treated me that way, even. All about a passport, right? Alright, guys, I need to get off because I am just going to get way too emotional. Um, I will love to see you on the next one. You take care for now. God bless, take care, and I hope I didn't bore you to shit. It's not like that at all. I just don't want to bore people. I really don't. All right, take care and God bless.